Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Matt Horn
is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
It started in Seattle after everything happened. I wish I could explain.
I'm so sorry.
It was all my fault.
Step back.
Dad came out to help.
Oh no.
On the ground.
Somebody called the cops.
Now.
Hi, Matt. I was just calling. This is Ted Jonas, by the way. I was just calling because I was hoping that you could possibly buy Life is Strange 2. I recently crashed my Lamborghini, and I am in desperate need of a new Lamborghini. I know it might sound trivial, but, you know, a person of my status, I really need another Lamborghini. So if you could buy Life is Strange 2, that would help me get a Lamborghini. Thanks. Hope to hear from you soon.
So on the line we have Ted Jonas talking to us from... Where are you talking to us from, Ted?
I am in Los Angeles, California.
Oh, lovely. What's the weather like?
It's nice. I think it's around mid-60s at the moment. No, it's 71 degrees Fahrenheit.
I'm not even going to do the conversion. It's cold here. Yep, it's cold.
Yeah.
It's very cold. And it's the new year. Happy New Year, Ted.
Happy New Year to you, too.
Did you have a nice Christmas?
I did. I spent it with my family.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Seems natural.
Yeah. Because that's not a strange life, is it?
No, it's not. Well done, though. Well done.
So, obviously, we're talking about Life is Strange 2.
Yes, sir.
Yes, another of the cast, which I have. There seems to be a collection of you guys. It's amazing about how many responses I've had. I'm obviously in awe of you guys because of what you've produced. Obviously, I need to start off by saying if you haven't listened to the other podcasts, I am aware of the fact that it is an episodic thing. So it was being released in parts throughout the year, and then in December they put it on a full disc and then sold it as a full game, if that makes sense. The first question I suppose I have is the episodic versus the full. Does it work, do you think, Ted? Do you think how they've done it in terms of the episodic way is the way forward in terms of the industry and the industry in general?
I like to play video games myself. I don't know if you know, like Apex or like Fortnite or those types of games where it's like they give you the game for free and then they sell you stuff within the game itself. Definitely seems to be like a changing platform for video games instead of just buying the game itself. Episodic versus full game, I mean, since people don't really watch TV anymore, like maybe that's the new thing. That's something they can look forward to. Like we used to look forward to episodes of TV. This gives you an opportunity to have something to look forward to.
Mm-hmm. What was production of the game like for you?
It was cool. I didn't know what I was working on until I got there. It was under like a different name. They fill you in the room. Phil, the director, was fantastic, helping you understand the situation you're in, because if you hadn't played the previous episodes, you really didn't know what was going on. So yeah, Phil, the director in the studio, was fantastic. And then we worked with two people in Paris, the creators of the games, that helped you with context or just situational awareness. And then they let you be really free with how you wanted to deliver your dialogue, if you wanted to improv, add lines. So it was a unique experience, like in that sense.
I will say one thing about the game itself. It does seem to deal with a lot of different subject matter.
Does it? Because I haven't played it, Matt.
Yeah, it seems to deal with homelessness, and there seems to be a LGBT thing going on in the game. I mean, there's various other themes that are going on. I think it's interesting now that the gaming industry is going towards that, to engage with potentially the younger demographic, but also as a way of being interactive at the same time.
People watch Twitch. Like, that's a thing. People watch video games. I think video games they're probably one of the biggest industries on the planet. So I think it makes sense that they would cater to different viewpoints or social issues or whatever.
Had you heard about the franchise before?
I had not, no.
But obviously you are aware that there's this massive, huge fan base now.
Yeah, I looked it up once they revealed to me what I was working on. seems to have gotten really great responses, so that's cool.
Have you had any sort of social media fan art?
I'm not sure if people are looking for me.
The best part is I've now started it, haven't I?
Yeah, well, hopefully. Soon I'll have nothing but trolls following me. You've ruined my social media experience forever.
Well, the other thing I suppose I can throw in at this point is obviously we've talked about the episodic format and the fan base. Could they do a TV series? Do you think it's got potential?
I mean, they made a Super Mario Brothers movie, Matt, so I feel like anything's possible. Yeah, I think they could. Why not? I mean, it has everything that TV wants right now. It has superpowers in it. It has political issues, social issues, like you said. I don't see any reason why that couldn't be a popular television show. Unfortunately,
We've got to stop the podcast, Ted.
Okay.
Because I have to ask you a question. What's your beef with the Super Mario's movie? It was a good movie.
Oh, I saw it in theater, man. I saw it in theater. I feel like video game movies usually don't translate that well. Or video games don't translate that well into movies. Prince of Persia, for instance.
I was going to say that The Witcher, which is obviously one that Netflix has done, that seems to be going well. So maybe it might be that it doesn't work in film, it might work in TV more. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think that could actually, I think there might be some truth to that too. Maybe as an episodic, you could have more fun within each of the episodes. There might be something to that. I hadn't really thought about that before.
Obviously, I'm thinking, I don't know why I'm sort of jumping to it almost immediately, but Life is Strange 2 has the kind of TV angle that you could do if you were like doing something like 13 Reasons Why.
Yeah, that's that Netflix show, right?
Yeah.
It seems like it would cater very nicely to that.
Talking about the game, are there any sort of funny anecdotes you can share about the production of the game?
Funny anecdotes. I did spend a lot of time doing like alternate random screams and shouting a lot of like, "Who goes there? Halt! Stop!" That was kind of fun. And then when my character gets when the door explodes, it did a lot of all right, now you slam against the wall, now you slide down the wall, now you're semi-conscious, now you're unconscious. So getting to play with subtle versions of I'm an artist, Matt. This is my Hamlet.
I can't remember what Hamlet was about.
Well, I'll tell you, it wasn't as good as Life is Strange 2. Buy it.
Exactly. Yes, they could turn it into a TV series. They'll probably do a sequel. They'll do another sequel.
What do you think that'll be called, Matt?
Well, I will say no. You can't make this joke, my dear friend Ted.
Matt, go ahead.
Yeah.
Take the plunge.
Yeah.
And tell me what you think it's called.
Life is Strange 3. But
I had not thought of that.
The funny thing is I would disagree with this because they did Life is Strange and then they did Life is Strange, something about a storm. Yeah, Before the Storm. It was called Before the Storm, and it was the prequel to Life is Strange. So in theory, they could actually not call it Life is Strange 3. They might call it Endgame. Yeah.
Well, that's going to be a bold move.
Anyway, Ted, let's talk a bit about you yourself. What made you want to get into acting in the first place?
Indiana Jones. That's what made me want to get in. I saw Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark when I was a child on the USA Network. I don't know if you guys have that. It's a cable network here, and I thought I wanted to be an archaeologist. I got every book from my library, looked it up, and I was like, oh, you don't get to have a whip and a gun. You have a small paintbrush, and you dust things all day. And I was like, I want to be Harrison Ford. That's who I want to be. So that's what made me want to get into it. My parents are both artistic people. My dad teaches English and drama at our high school. My mom was a French teacher. So they took us to plays and movies and things when we were children. And then, I went to college, got a BA in theater. I did Second City improv training in Chicago, and then moved out to LA.
I watched Raiders of the Lost Ark not so long ago.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of anything wrong with that movie.
No, it's fantastic.
There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with that movie at all.
I love that movie. I love all three of those movies.
Which is your favourite? It's got to be Raiders, isn't it?
Yeah, Raiders is my favorite. I love different things about all of them, but I love Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's just a pure, action adventure movie. It's so good. I've come around to, love Temple of Doom. The opening of Temple of Doom is fantastic. Harrison Ford in the white tuxedo. Good service. He skewers the guy with the kebabs. It's a great movie on its own, too.
I'm guessing Raiders of the Lost Ark, it's that bit with the statue that you like the most.
Oh, you're pressing me? I mean, there's so much I love about that movie. I love when he's in the Well of Souls and he has the rod and the light comes through. I love when he's on the submarine. I love when he swims from a ship to a submarine. That doesn't seem like it's probably possible, but it's Indiana Jones. I'll let him do it.
I dare ask what you thought about the Kingdom of the... Is it Crystal Skull?
I'm sorry, I'm not aware of that film, man.
Did it not happen for you?
I saw The Last Crusade, and that's it. That's the last Indiana Jones movie that I've heard of.
Okay. And you're not looking forward to him reprising it?
I wish the best, but it just seems like there's a storm coming, and I don't think it's going to go well.
So, a new question for 2020. People think that actors are just actors, basically, and they have, you know, one of the best lives of all time acting, and don't really consider that actually behind all that, you know, people actually have other jobs, as it were, to pay the bills. So with that in mind, what have been some of the other jobs that you've done in order to obviously supplement acting?
Oh, let's see. I worked at a Starbucks for a little while. When I first moved to Los Angeles, I worked the opening shift at a Starbucks so I could still go to auditions during the day. I built a wall for an older gentleman who needed some masonry done. I worked as a bouncer at a bar for a few years. Let's see what I worked at a gas station in college. Super glamorous. Oh, I got fired from a temp job because I had to leave to go to an audition. That's a notch on the belt. Yeah, I think that's a bevy of things that I've done.
What advice would you give to anyone wanting to pursue a career in the industry?
You have to really want to do it. But if you're going to do it, I would just tell people, like, don't quit. Everybody else is going to quit. There's going to be hard times, for sure. But if this is really what you want, the thing that you love, and you don't want to do anything else, then just don't quit, because everybody else will. Obviously,
you've been in a number of different roles in TV and film. Which actors and actresses have been your favourites to work with, and why? And who would you like to work with in the future?
Well, I think Daniel Day-Lewis, Christian Bale are two of the best actors out there. I'd love to work with them. There Will Be Blood is probably my favorite movie. That or Young Frankenstein. But Gene Wilder's dead, so I missed the boat. Bryan Cranston was probably the coolest person I got to work with. He's just everything you hope he'd be. I was sitting in a makeup chair. He came into the trailer, and he's just like, who's this young guy? And, like, grabbed me by the shoulders. And we were shooting this movie for HBO called All the Way. Jay Roach was directing it. And I'm playing a Secret Service agent, but I'm on the call sheet, like, right under Brian. And we're doing this long tracking shot down a hallway, and I'm not even in this shot, but they're like, hey, just sit down. And Jay and Brian are discussing the way they think the scene should be broken down. And Jay has one way that he's thinking about it. Brian has another way, slightly different version he's thinking about it. And then they just turned to me and they asked me, like, what do you think? And I was like, what do I think? I'm not even in this shot. Why are they asking me? But they're just super cool dudes. And in my scene, I'm supposed to be crying. JFK has just been shot, and I'm one of the Secret Service agents, and I'm crying in a hallway. And it's right before we're ready to go, and Brian comes up to me, and he's like, are those real tears? And I'm like, you can taste them if you want, Brian. He punches me in the chest a little, and he goes, good for you, and then walks away. And I was like, Papa? So that was a cool experience.
I mean, I love the work of Bryan Cranston. Obviously, Breaking Bad's the most obvious thing we could be talking about. Malcolm in the Middle.
He's great on Seinfeld, too.
And one of the anime roles that nobody ever talks about, but I seem to, and God forbid we ever get him on the show, Macross Plus. Very good. 1992. So, yeah, wonderful guy. You can't say enough about him.
Yeah. He's the real deal.
Are there any characters that you haven't done yet that you would like to do?
You mean like a genre of character?
Not necessarily.
I think it's every male actor's fantasy to play a gunslinger or cowboy, you know, ride in on the horse with the hat and the big iron on your hip. I haven't done that. I'd love to do something like that. That would be cool. Like I said, I love Indiana Jones. I'm a sucker for movies like that, like National Treasure I love too. So any sort of treasure hunt action adventure movie, take my money. I'd love to do something like that too.
So, if you saw a role as a bad guy for an Indiana Jones film, would you be happy to change your opinion on the 4th film?
Oh, that's the greatest film I've ever seen. I just bought every copy online. I will do whatever it takes. I will humiliate myself, Matt, to be any part of the Indiana Jones franchise. And if you're listening, Mr. Spielberg, it's the greatest franchise that's ever been made.
Not Star Wars?
Look, we're trying to get me into Indiana Jones right now, Matt. All right? We'll focus on Star Wars in the next podcast.
All I'm going to say is they released the 9th one, so you're a bit out of luck now, aren't you? So
There's going to be a reboot. A Mandalorian season 2.
that's true. That's very true. That is very true, I suppose. Yeah.
Maybe Baby Yoda's agent, pushes a little too hard. They can him. They replace him with me. I could do it. I can cool.
Baby Ted.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be just as big a hit.
Well, I'm going to give you a 1-minute plug, Ted, to plug Life is Strange 2 and anything else you've got coming up.
All right, well, yeah, go buy Life is Strange 2. The people that made it are very cool. People seem to really love the game. I'm going to direct a short film that I wrote with my brother, Willie, this year, called When the Spotlight Fades, about a fictional character who becomes famous and then has an incredible falling out with Hollywood. So look for that when that comes out. That'll probably come out later this year. And, I don't know. If you see me in some commercials on TV, give them a like. If you see them on YouTube or whatever.
I have seen something, you probably can't talk about it, but it is on your IMDb, so I can. It says Blaster.
Yeah, that's a pilot. It's a cartoon that I wrote with Knut Horowitz. We're shopping that around to different networks at the moment. So hopefully we're going to sell that in the very near future.
What's it about?
It's a satirical take on Magnum P.I. It's a Magnum P.I.-esque character, but it's a cartoon. It's a 30-minute, adult humor cartoon about, a private detective who's trying to make his way in an odd world.
Right, and is the officer playing like a dog or something like that? Is it a dog officer? Or...
No, they're humans. It's just they're all incredibly flawed humans.
So it's sort of like Adult Swim, kind of.
Yeah, very, very much so.
Yeah. Isn't it pilot season now? I think it is, isn't it?
It's coming up, yeah.
Well, Ted, it's been a pleasure interviewing you.
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Obviously, we'll have to get you back. Thanks very much for your time.
Thanks, man. Nice to talk to you.
Yep. Bye-bye.
See you.